You're welcome to Core Concept. So today we'll be working on some question, but basically we want to work on this particular question, which says find the value of x if we have a log x squared base 3, which is equal to -4. So we have to solve these questions. This is a very easy question, and we are just going to, walk through this problem. All right. So we have to find x. So let's go through with the solution. So solution. Now this is very easy. So we have log x squared base 3 is equal to -4. Now, I want you to note a formula. This formula is going to help you to solve through this problem and in subsequent, questions also. So we have, if you have log a base b is equal to c. Now, when you can see that this formula is also of the same format with this question. All right, so what will happen is this b is going to raise this c on this other side up. So meaning I'll be left with a here. So that means my a is equal to b raised to the power of c. Okay, so I want you to take note of that. This is very vital to solving this question. So meaning if I have log x squared base 3, that will be equal to -4. That means the 3 is going to raise the -4 up. So that means I'm having x squared on the side, and that will be equal to 3 raised to the power of what? -4. That is just the same thing as what you have on the right hand side. Okay, so now, so I'll be left with I'll be left with, so I'll be having x squared is equal to 3 raised to the power of -4. Now, there's a law to continue the solution to this. There's a formula that you can also use, and this is one of the formulas from indices. The formula says if I have a raised to the power of -n, that is the same thing as 1 divided by a raised to the power of n. So you can divide. So you want to bring the minus down, you can see 1 divided. All right. If you want to bring the power and everything down, you can say 1 divided by a raised to the power of n. So meaning I can say that we have x squared, and that will be 1 divided by 3 raised to the power of 4. Okay, so now let's go on. So that is x squared, and that will be 1 divided 3 raised to the power of 4 is 81. So that is 81. Okay, so x squared is equal to 1 over 81. So that means my x can be, now whenever you have a square on one side, it can be, when you want to take it to the other side, it can become the square root. So my x becomes the square root. My square becomes the square root on the other side. The same thing if you have cube. If you have a cube on one side, it becomes the cube root on the other side. So that means my x becomes the square root of 1 divided by 81. Okay, so my x now what is the square root of 1? And please note this: whenever you are looking for the square root of any number, it's going to have both positive and negative. So meaning the square root of 4 is not 2. The square root of 4 is plus or minus 2. So I want you to take note of that. So what I mean is, whenever I'm finding the square root of 1, it's going to be plus or minus 1. The square root of 1 is 1. So it's going to be plus or minus. So it's going to have a positive side and a negative side on the number line. All right. So that is plus or minus 1 divided by, the square root of 81 is what? 9. So meaning my x can either be plus 1 divided by 9, or my x can also be minus 1 over 9. So that is the answer. So you can either have it to be plus or minus. So that is just the solution to that easy question. So it's very easy. So I will want you guys to also watch out for more questions, for more problem in our videos. All right. See you guys very soon. All right.